Talladega Superspeedway, not only NASCAR's biggest track, but also its biggest wild card. The Cup Series is set for a 200-mile-an-hour chess match filled with danger, intensity, and chaos. And it comes right in the middle of the playoffs. So much on the line, over 500 miles today, where the name of the game is simple: avoid the big one.
Let's get ready to go. Time to bring the action. You betcha. The action like nowhere else, and a track like nowhere else. This is Talladega. This is the YellaWood 500. Let's go! McDowell's got his teammate Todd Gilliland right behind, giving him a nice push. Cindric on the high side. The front row guys are working well together, straight from the drop of the green.
Denny Hamlin from an 8th place starting spot to the very back of the pack. There he is now, riding around in the back, and it makes you wonder if the driver thought this was okay, if this was something that he did or didn't intend to do, if he was just dropping back on his own. Here's what he had to say.
Well, that sucks.
You might notice that paint scheme there, the Wonder Bread paint scheme, an ode to Talladega Nights. I was talking to Ryan earlier today about his plans. He said, I want to be aggressive. I want to get to the front of this field. He said, but I did my preparation last night by watching Talladega Nights. He vies for the lead here at Talladega. I guess it kind of worked. He's got a fast Wonder Bread Ford up at the front right now.
I love it. He also said that he gets to pretend to be Ricky Bobby for a weekend. That's pretty cool. Alex Bowman, his teammate Kyle Larson and Ross Chastain right across that front row with 18 to go. And now make it 4. Daniel Hemrick joins the party, and so too does Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, big push from Denny Hamlin. I mean, this is crazy. They've been 4 wide lap after lap. I mean, if you're a playoff driver, you have to be terrified, right? If something happens at the front of this pack and you're in it, how in the world are you going to miss it?
This is some separation, Stevie. Some others have decided to get out of it. As I said, they're saying, I don't want any part of this. Watch that outside line. Chris Buescher getting the push from Tyler Reddick, who won here in the spring.
Remember where that start finish is, way past the tri-oval.
Here they come. Final lap, stage 1. Chris Buescher gets a little breakaway from the pack, gets ahead of Ricky Stenhouse, and Chris Buescher will win stage 1 here at Talladega.
That was way more intense than stage 1 should be. Holy smokes.
Yeah, we were all on pins and needles there with you. Good job.
What if one of these guys in this front row wrecks? They're going to take everybody with them, and it's just so intense to be behind the wheel in the middle of that, trying to get stage points. We talked about the drivers that didn't. Again, Alex Bowman, who ran in the front that whole time. It just didn't work out at the end. He didn't get any. Logano, Chase Elliott, Hamlin.
You see the throttle usage top and bottom, and here they come. Marty talked about it, a wave to pit road. A little broken up. Not everybody got here. A couple of guys made a mistake. If you have a plan, you have to find a way to come with it. This is how far back these 3 cars are, as now we see the next 2 pit that missed it last time.
Yeah, that is, now you've had a slow lap, missed it, and now you have to pit. So you're going to have a caution. You can see them just carrying a lot of speed. And
here's the view of Brad Keselowski.
There you go. Just trying to carry too much speed. 3 wide does not have the energy. Some are pitting. That's going to get it back to 2 wide.
So now is oh no! Martin Truex Jr. spun around on pit entry. He's going to back up. No damage. But now they're going to have to change tires on the 19, I would imagine, after that long slide.
Back at Talladega as this green flag cycle continues. Here's the rest of the Fords coming down pit road, including all of Team Penske, Parker.
Right, and also Joey Logano in the 22 with their fuel only as he joined this pack as they pitted.
We're going to see who gets control of this race as this comes around. On the top of the pylon, it says Haley. The 7 of Justin Haley has a mechanical issue that sounds like he's having a hard time getting to the brake pedal, something to do with the leg brace. So just ignore him for a minute. Cindric is really the leader of the race of cars that can make it to the finish. So Cindric, Elliott, SVG, and Blaney, there they are. But the game of leapfrog is going to happen here, Jeff, as the pack kind of forms back up.
Be careful. You don't want to affect a fellow Chevrolet driver who is a playoff driver. And look at that Lucas Chevy for RCR and Kyle Busch. It's been strong again, which has been the storyline post the Olympic break. Here comes the pack into the tri-oval. Who's going to grab the points? Logano pulls out of the line. He's going for it. So too is Larson. Here comes Joey Logano with a big stop. Boom! Ryan Blaney at the end of stage 2. Ross Chastain as well. The reigning Cup Series champ has a big one right on the line at the end of the second stage. Let's show you some replays on what transpired coming to the line to complete the stage.
Yeah, Bowman with just a push trying to get to the start-finish line to get the best finish. And the cars get very light in the tri-oval. There's not as much banking there. The cars aren't planted in the racetrack, and a little bit of push, it gets just gets Blaney out of control.
And a huge impact for both the 12 of Blaney, the 1 of Chastain. Watch this and listen. Just an enormous impact to that outside safer barrier.
And watch behind this, the 22 and the 11, both playoff drivers, 22 impact, 11 also. Yeah, this wreck happened because of the importance of stage points. So even though Ryan Blaney is in this crash, he comes across the start-finish line right there in 8th place. So he will get points for 8th place. Now we think a couple of 3 points might not make any difference, but I am telling you, we have seen over and over to make the next round of the playoffs, 1 point, a tie can make a difference.
Blaney trying to run as many pace laps as possible has finally come to an end.
Yep. He's trying to run as many laps because, you know, other people could be in the wreck, right? And now he could finish 1 or 2 positions ahead.
48 just drove straight through me in the tri-oval. Yeah, so just wrecked the out of me. So I don't know what he's thinking.
Working on the front splitter, especially the right side, and also getting that hood down by riveting it down. It had popped up a little bit, so a bit of nose damage and splitter damage for the 22 there for Joey Logano.
Tyler Reddick, he said to his team, it's a pretty solid hit to the nose. So when they came down pit road, they made some repairs to that and gave him 4 fresh tires and fuel. Remember, Tyler came in today below the cut line after starting Kansas last week above the cut line.
Get ready. Who are the takers? Who's coming? Here we go. Stenhouse is coming. Dillon is coming. Chase Elliott is coming. So too Kyle Busch. Here they come, Marty.
Cleanly and organized. Can the Fords match? Widen out. Get air to the front. Get air to the brakes. Hard on the brakes for all of the Fords. Looking really good, Parker. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., the light green and white car at speed. First lane into turn 1. They're going to continue every position. They start to go by, but on the backstretch, how much will the momentum carry? The Chevys are organized, single file, Jeff, they look good.
And let's see, though, those Fords are way out front.
On board with the leader of stopping on lap 171. Ricky Stenhouse goes around Ryan Preece easily and effectively.
Look how single file those top 4 Fords are. They've done a nice job of getting organized quickly.
This is what happened to A.J. Allmendinger earlier. And look at that. Look at the speed of the pack. Here we go. Cendric's gone. So too is Logano. Harrison Burton's in there. LaJoy.
The whole field.
My goodness.
Something stacked everybody up on the front 2 rows. The pushes got, something happened to slow them down. Look at this mess.
With 5 to go, we got this far.
Logano's in it. Watch the bottom row. Right there. The 2 got so far out in front of the 6, and then with all the pushing and shoving, when he got to the 2 car, he was going so fast. Right here, boom, and around he goes.
He got there, and he was also kind of moving from right to left. He wasn't, you know, It happened so quick.
Look at the push. But this is what I saw.
That's
the pushing, right. And the 22 was getting pushed by the 21.
Right.
The 21 was getting pushed by the car behind him. It all happened, Dick, because the 2 got out so far. And that got mixed up when they passed the lap car of Gilliland. Yeah. That changed the energy of the pack.
That was a big hit to the left side of the 47. Unbelievable. The 47 was able to keep it straight. If we watch that again, watch this 2 car right here. Gets pushed, bang, right off the 47. Stenhouse is able to keep it straight.
Look at the 9, Chase Elliott, big impact. You're talking about a big wreck with big ramifications for the playoffs. I mean, Austin Cindric's essentially leading this race, and if he wins it, he's advancing to the next round, and here he is, crashed.
That's Austin Cindric. That was the beginning of it all, and teammate Joey Logano in there, Ryan Preece, Chase Elliott, Harrison Burton, Chase Briscoe, John Hunter Nemechek, Noah Gragson. The list goes on. Jimmy Johnson, Dale Jarrett on the Peacock pit box, fellas. We got so close, got within 5 laps.
Kyle Busch to the outside.
Overtime presented by Credit One Bank. Who's got the magic in these final 2.5 miles? Busch is out of it. He's been sent back. Stenhouse in the green and white machine. William Byron, Brad Keselowski, and Kyle Larson in the 5. We've had some dramatic finishes this year, and it's got that feeling about it again. Keselowski got bounced out of the playoffs at the last round. The built Submarines car is in front, but for how much longer? Here comes Ricky Stenhouse Jr. through the tri-oval. Keselowski down low, Stenhouse high. Byron goes for it on the outside.
Good work, dude. Let's see if we get it.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. wins for the first time since he won the Daytona 500. Check out how close this was. Wow. 0.06 of a second.
And that'll get Brad Keselowski's going to relive this one.
Cow.
Watch right here. Brad gets the big push from Larson, but just not enough.
This is the run to the line for Keselowski. And William Byron ducks to the outside. He thought he may have had a chance right on the line as well. Look at this for a finish. At the end of a very dramatic day here at Talladega.
Yeah, so watch this right here. Kyle Larson pushes Brad Keselowski, pushes him to the lead. At this point, Brad has a decision to make. What am I going to do? Am I going to block or not? He puts no defense to the 47, gives the 47 a clear path. I thought he was going to get by with it here. I thought his patience was going to pay off, but it just simply doesn't. Not enough push from Larson to get him back in the lead.
Well, remember the spring. It was a block between McDowell and Keselowski that caused the big wreck and eliminated both. I don't hate the strategy at all. I thought it was going to pay off too, Jeff, but in the end, look at the bird out by Stenhouse, out the window, rear tires spinning.